Heyo.
Hello, everybody. Wow, I totally missed on the beginning there, so I apologize.
What'd you miss?
Right on the beginning, I. Hello, Dave. Welcome. I missed the intro. I missed the intro, like the connection, the timer.
Oh.
So you saw us for a brief second.
Oh, you're that bad today, huh?
Yeah, I'm that bad today. So welcome everybody that's in here so far. For the 3 eyes that are in here, I do believe it's 3 to 4 eyes.
He can't see anything, guys. He doesn't have his glasses, so I am the eyes tonight.
Yeah, I forgot them, so sorry. Everybody out there, say hi. Let us know how chit chat with us. We are talking about inflation today and how
much it sucks.
How much it sucks. How you could stop it.
You can't really stop it.
You can't.
You can, but you can't.
But we're talking about that today. We're also on the Shohei Ohtani wait to see if he signs with the Blue Jays. We're not doing that.
We're not talking about the Blue Jays today, honey.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
That was my bad. I thought we were talking about. Go Blue Jays, go.
Continue, buddy. ADHD is in full effect today.
It is not. But we're talking about inflation. How can you stop it? How can you help it? How can you whatever?
Well, it's like a whole circle, isn't it?
It's a vicious circle.
Like, minimum wage goes up. But with minimum wage goes up because people can't afford to live. But then everything has to go up because minimum wage goes up.
Exactly.
And it's just a vicious circle over and over again because once minimum wage goes up, anybody who even gets paid more than minimum wage is also now getting that extra dollar or two, which everybody has to get the money from somewhere, so they end up bumping their prices up.
I don't have a problem with inflation, as long as it doesn't hurt us, like us as people. But I'm finding right now, like there's places that are taking advantage of it. Prime example, grocery stores.
Oh.
Like, why is it that you go to one grocery store, and hey, Scotty, welcome, Scotty. You go to one grocery store and it costs you, let's say, $8 for a jug of milk.
Yeah.
And you drive to the local Walmart and it's $4.
Well, see, and that's the problem. Like, we live in a small town here in Dundalk. And all we have around us are Foodlands.
Which is a Sobeys.
Which is, yeah.
Owned by Sobeys.
Yeah. But prices there are outrageous. Like, we really do avoid doing all our grocery shopping at Foodland, and we only go in there for, like, the odd thing. Because, like, we go in, and cheese is, like, $9, $10 for a pack of shredded cheese that you could get at Walmart for, like, $5. And it's like, make it make sense. Why is it so much more expensive? And, like, people aren't going to continue to shop at their local Foodland because it's so expensive. But then the prices have to go up again because nobody's shopping there.
Exactly. Dave says, Brad doesn't look like he's starving. LOL. It must not be that bad.
That's a COVID 30.
Yeah, that's a COVID 30 or whatever. No, like, we went in, what was it, last week? For cheese and government cheese. And because I live in a van down by the river, if anybody knows where that is. comes from. We went in for cheese and drink cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice.
And
we opted out of the cranberry juice.
Yeah, because it was going to cost me $8. We went to Walmart the next day.
It was $5
for 2. So for the same size jug. So like, I think grocery stores, Galen Weston is the biggest one, but Sobeys is not that far behind. In he's got those chips in the pantry. Scotty's just throwing me under the bus. But no, like Galen Weston is bad. Like what he's doing to Loblaws and all that, like
yeah.
But he's not just doing it there; he's doing it Shoppers Drug Mart.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, it's
what's hard too is like now we're running into Christmas time where a lot of people are already like running on a tight budget because of the fact that everything has gone up. So we're already can't afford groceries and now we have to pay for everything else. And it's getting ridiculous.
It is.
Like I truly do feel for the people who can't afford Christmas this year.
Like we're trailer shopping right now.
Oh,
we're looking for a new trailer, and it is to the point that we're pushing it off. We need a new trailer. We know we need a new trailer.
We want a new trailer.
But we're pushing it off because inflation is so stupid.
Well, on top of the trailer sale prices in general because of COVID and everybody buying a trailer.
But like we're looking at a trailer that 2 years ago would have been maybe $90,000. Maybe. At the most 80,000, 80 to 90,000.
And now they're 140,000.
This one is a year old and still in the 100,000, over the $100,000 range.
Yeah.
And if we were to order a brand new one, it's going to cost us almost $200,000 for a trailer, where they can't even get them off. Because I've been doing my research, they can't even get them off like the manufacturer's lots, because people aren't buying trailers right now because the inflation is so stupid.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the same as like vehicles. Vehicles are the same way. Like if you need a new vehicle, this is not the time to get one.
Is there anybody else out there like thinking inflation is stupid, or thinking that like, are you guys like, trailer shopping?
What crazy shopping? Prices have you come across? Whether it be the grocery store, trailer, a vehicle, clothes, because I know even clothes have gone up. Something that should only cost like $10 is now costing $15, $20. And it's crazy.
Benifer is now watching.
I see that.
Welcome, Benifer. Welcome.
He has totally messed up with our screens, guys, this week. Because everything is super small, which is not normal for me. So now we both have to look at our phones to see the chat.
Is this better?
No.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're going to have to fix that up.
I don't know how we're going to fix this up.
Hello, Jill. Welcome in. We are talking about inflation, and we're wondering if anybody else has seen some crazy prices out there lately. Things that just don't make sense. My thing is, like, go back to, like, the grocery store, like what we were talking about. Why is it that a place like Foodland can price something so high, but then you can go and get it from Walmart for so much lower? Like, explain that to me.
I don't understand how the government is allowing it to happen. And that's there's my big issue is, and I don't want to specifically say the Liberals or the PCs or the NDP or like, I'm just going to say the government itself is, mind my French, effing us
Mm-hmm.
because let's say Jill gets a raise. Jill's now put in another tax bracket who has to pay more taxes.
Yep.
But now is also getting bled through the nose because she's got to buy all her groceries. Like groceries and food and all that is not changing.
Yeah, necessities.
That doesn't change from day to day. So even if she gets that raise, it might be $3 raise. She's getting taxed $5.
Yeah.
So
she's not getting a raise.
No.
Jennifer says the price of baby formula went from $52 up to $67, and that's why people are stealing it. And that's the problem. Like, things go up so much money, and like babies need formula. It's not like they don't need it. So it's gone up. What is that, like $15 ish?
50. Yeah.
No, $12. Sorry, $12. So it's gone up $12. That's ridiculous.
You weren't good in math, were you? That's completely 50. That is completely 50.
I switched the 5. I thought it said 55. Yeah, apparently math is not my strong suit.
Not the strong suit here.
But anyways, it is ridiculous to why these prices are going up so high, because now people do have to steal it, which means now they're going to have to bump up the price more because people can't afford it, but now they got to bump up the price because of the fact that people are stealing it.
And like, I was watching a video the other day. I think it was on YouTube, or no, it was on Facebook. It was one of those, I call them TikToks.
His little Facebook reels.
I call them my TikToks because I don't have TikTok.
No, we stole his number for the Trailer Park Fires account.
But who cares? But I was watching a thing on TikTok, Facebook Reels the other day, that they were like, there was people coming into a store, just coming in as a group, 5 or 6 of them, going to, let's say, a PlayStation or something like that, and 5 or 6 of them walking out with 2 or 3 each because they know they can't stop them all.
Yeah. Well, even the other day, okay, this is kind of like a side note, like it doesn't really have to do with inflation, but we were out at Walmart getting our groceries because Foodland's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the self-checkout area, and I know like some people are going to be like, well, why do you go self-checkout? Like you're taking jobs from people, and I totally understand that. But I don't want to have to stand in the lineups that have only 3 cashiers open because the other 5 people are now standing in the self-checkout area watching what we're doing. When meanwhile they could be on a cash checking people out. What is the point of not trusting us? Like, what is the point of having self-checkout if you're not going to trust us to do it? And I know you're going to have bad apples no matter what. You're going to have bad apples even if people are going to the cash. People are still going to take things if they choose to. They always have. But why is it that, like, why put this new system in if you're not really going to use it?
I can't remember. I know the Hanover one had like 3 employees. 3. And 2 of them had 10-year badges. So they've worked at Walmart for more than 10 years.
Yeah, it's not like they were just a new holiday hire.
So 3 people for 6 cash registers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a small area. We were in Orangeville.
Yep,
so
Orangeville was the same thing.
Orangeville had, what was it, 6?
No, I think it was 5 different people, roughly in the exact same spot. And there was maybe 7 cash, like 7 self-checkout areas.
But yet you go in their store, you look for a product, you can't find it. It's easier to find a figure skater in Kenya than it is to find a Walmart associate to help you find a product. But yet, let's go up to the cash. There's going to be 12.
Yeah. Which is another reason of inflation, because they're hiring all these people to watch us do our own checkout. That's like when you see on Facebook that that new thing that's going around that it's like a fake Facebook event but it's for the holiday Christmas party at Walmart for all the self-checker outers.
I signed up for one. I'm going to one. I don't know about you. Hi, Danielle.
Hello, Mac.
Mackie Moyles, how you doing? I signed up for one of those things, so.
We're talking about inflation today. Now, another thing I'd like to say. So there is this person, another small business that kind of actually, like, in a way, gave us our inspiration to start a small business, where she had sold sweaters and crew necks and things like that. And everything was priced roughly between, I'd say, $60 and $70. You now look on her website and all of her sweaters and crew necks and all of that are now $90 to $100 or more because of inflation. That's ridiculous.
It
Like, and no offense to her.
I can't say it's not. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's not her fault. She has to do that because she gets charged more. So she has to raise her prices as a small business. But, like, it's still crazy to think that that's what she has to do, which nobody can afford a $100 sweater.
Jill writes, worse still is at Walmart in Allison, they have no cashier, and there is a huge line for self-checkout because they don't have enough people to run the self-checkouts.
Apparently the person can apparently the person can only watch 4 and they won't open more than that. What?
Why do they need somebody to watch? It's a self-checkout.
I can understand having somebody around. Like,
pay 2 security guards.
Well, no, you do need somebody there only in the case that, like, you know, when something is scanned twice, somebody has to override that, which completely understand. But you don't need more than one. Like, one person could deal with 6 caches, no problem. There's cameras. Exactly. Like, have somebody on the cameras.
we went to Hanover the other day. Hanover is not a big Walmart.
No.
It had 3 people in self-checkout. It had 2 on normal checkouts, which was hilarious. There's only 4. They've got 2 of them open, but yet they have 3 employees for, I think it was 6 self-checkouts. We were in the actual store and we heard more than, I'm going to say 3 or 4 people go, I wish there was a worker here that I could find, like, to help me out for this or this or this or this.
Well, and it's the thing, like, Walmart was always bad for just cashiers, especially at this time of the year where we're going into Christmas season, that every day Walmart is crazy busy because everybody's buying stuff. And to think, like, we had long lineups then, and now we have these long ass lineups because there's no more cashiers. We all have to self-checkout. So why are we not getting paid to self-check, like, to check out our own stuff?
Welcome, John Bentley. I think, and this is just me, I think if you've got a self-checkout there, then put a security guard, like, by the gate.
Yeah, have a security guard, yeah.
And have one worker there to be able to fix the machines or whatever. And that's it. Mm-hmm. Put everybody else in the store.
Because no matter what, none of them can really go after you. What are they going to, like, honestly, if you think about it, legally, they can't touch you. So they have to call the police. By the time the cops show up, like, it's not even going to be worth it.
If you touch them, you're getting sued so bad. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be funny. And that's the problem with today's world. That if you touch somebody, there's a suit coming. Mm-hmm. Like Iron Mike over here, I had to throw that one out there. Iron Mike, she punched herself in the face today, guys. So
it wasn't me. My phone hit my face very violently, and then my lip came in contact with my tooth, which required a couple things of ice.
Hello, Heather.
And a napkin to clean up the blood. It was not fun, guys.
Hello, Heather. Walmart has loss prevention. and can't do nothing till you leave the store.
Wow.
So, okay.
Like, I'm not saying, like, go and steal something from your local Walmart. Like, please don't, because that means prices are going to go up. But, like, at the end of the day, you're paying all these extra people to bump up all the prices, which is just costing us in the long run, while we're doing our own checking out.
Mm-hmm. And, like, our local Foodland, we can go there any day of the week. The same, 7 employees are working.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't think we've been helped once there or asked, hey, do you need a hand?
No, but we haven't really needed to.
No,
either.
but like the customer service, and I think that's a big part of, if you're going to jack our prices up, then customer service better go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we better get better customer service if we're paying for 2 to 3 more employees.
Yeah.
So you can have them on a cash.
Jill says, should have a small discount if I check myself out. I completely agree with that. Like, give me a percentage off. Give me 10% off if I'm going to do my own.
I would say 10% is too much. 2 to 3.
I guess, yeah. I guess it really depends on how much. But still, like, give me $1 off. Give me my bags for free.
John says prices won't go up because Walmart has yearly budget for stuff being stolen or damaged.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I do know that.
But, like, for us and our company, we have decided that we're not putting inflation on you.
No, we're kind of eating that cost, but we're also looking for a better costly, what is the word I'm looking for?
Well, we're
like a friendlier way that's not going to cost us a lot more either.
Keeping our product in Canada, that's difficult enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could go to China, Japan, India, and get our stuff made, and for like $5.
And it could be super, super cheap, but with super, super cheap also means that the material might not be as great. And then on top of that, shipping is going to be 20, 30 days out, where I don't know about you guys, but anybody who has ordered a sweater has roughly gotten it within a week. So we're doing great for shipping times.
Hello, Dar. Hey, for us, that we're eating our costs. We're eating like the inflation because the cost of sweaters, t-shirts, everything right now, clothing is still stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for me, I'd rather eat it and like still give you guys the normal price. Like, we're still trying to stay below our competitors too. But like, we would rather give you a nice price.
Yeah.
And eat the inflation than have to put our price at $70 to $80, $90 to for you guys to buy a sweater, because how many people are going to out here watching us now are going to buy a $90 sweater of a starting company? How many people?
Probably not many. Where I actually want to put out there, like, we already do eat cost even over and above inflation because of the fact that, like, anything that is plus size or extra large, 2XL, 3XL, those all come with an extra price. And we had decided from the beginning that we would never put that price on our customer, that everybody would pay the exact same price for their sweater. Now, that's meaning, like, adults would pay one price. Kids, obviously, their stuff would be, like, cheaper as we go on. But we always do eat that cost. Now, I do also see here that Mr. Jonathan says he got his sweater and it was amazing. You got the blue sweater, right? What do you think about it?
He also said, nope, he would not pay $80 to $90 for a brand new company. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the live. But like, I wouldn't push.
Oh, he got black.
He got this one.
He got black.
I've been wearing the blue fairly religiously.
Mm.
I love it. I love the blue one.
I love all the sweaters, especially the 3XL that actually belong to him. I normally wear that like as a dress.
Yeah. I've lost the sweater, guys. But like we're not putting the cost on you guys. And we won't.
No, never. The logo looks mint and the firewood looks shiny.
But like we sat down with our manufacturer last week, and that was one of the things that we talked about
Mhm.
when it came to prices and deliveries and other things like that. Was we're not putting this the cost of anything on you guys.
Yeah.
So if it was an extra delivery cost, we're not doing it.
No, the only thing that people would ever have to pay is if you're ordering outside of Canada, like customs. But we would try and cover some of that as well. We wouldn't put that all on our customer either. 'Cause I hate when I order something from a different company and I get hit with customs and it normally is like more than what the product is worth.
Yeah, because like one was hats. We looked at hats and they were like, well, this one's gonna come in from this place and this one's gonna come in from this place and this one's gonna come in from this place. And I was like,
No.
no, I'll go with a totally different manufacturer as long as I can keep jobs and everything here in Canada to help Canada, because if we don't help ourselves out, more inflation's going to come.
Exactly. If we're buying and supporting all these other businesses that aren't local or in Canada, we're not supporting our economy.
The government's already supporting everybody else.
We don't need to.
Why do we need? Like, I say it as a joke, but like
it's true though.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, when they got married, why the F did the government have to give them a $6 million gift?
Because inflation. we end up paying for all of it. And that's the thing.
Yeah, but they're already filthy rich. Why do we have to go, here's $6 million?
I don't understand how we don't have a say in any of it.
Like,
when it comes to inflation, like at what point can we say no?
Like
and like something might actually change.
I'm not cool with the war in Ukraine, but like
definitely not.
I'm cool with us supporting it.
Oh yeah, like helping a country out when they are in desperate need, for sure. But to go and just give somebody a whole bunch of money that they really don't need, it's not fair.
And I'm not saying they don't need
especially when they're like barely even royal anymore.
But like, was it yesterday or the day before? The United States gave Ukraine $72 billion. $72 billion to help with the war.
I just want my debts paid off.
72 billion people.
But that's going to help.
But the president of Ukraine is also on the market to buy a new yacht for himself. So where is the money going? That's where I look at it and go,
to the war.
That's where I look at it and go, okay, inflation, for all these free gifts that we're giving out, all this stuff that we're doing, is that making the inflation of our stuff, food, everything like that, go up? Yes, I know COVID did help. COVID was a big kicker on it.
Oh, for sure. And I understand that to a point, though. Because how much money did the government, we'll say, give away to all those people who were off work, who could have easily worked, but decided to sit at home and do nothing?
Well, I know people that were sitting at home, but they actually weren't sitting at home. They were going out and doing their job, was still getting the money, putting it in a bank account, and kept on contacting the government saying, no, I'm working, don't need the money. No, don't need the money.
Yeah.
They got it for a whole year, and the government has never once came and said, hey, can I get that 20 grand that
No,
I gave
because
you
there is no
back?
proof of him making that, like that person making that other money, which is the problem here, because you've had so many people who have come out and said, oh, I was laid off for 6 months. And when I finally got, like, I would get paid through, whatever it was called, CERB. They would get their money through CERB. And then after it all, a year later, the government's asking everybody for $2,000 back.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going, wait, why? That's my money. Like, I've already spent that money. Like,
but we've had this conversation. Like, I never once got CERB. Not one day did I get CERB. But
no, but you worked the whole time.
Worked the whole time. But yet, people that did work for CERB or didn't work during and got the CERB got away almost pretty much tax free, and I've got bled through the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and like, I'll straight up say, I was laid off. I was laid off for what, a year and a half? I think it was. And I had to collect CERB because that was the only way I could afford to live.
Jill says it's happening now.
I know several people that recently got a bill.
One of her girlfriends got a bill for $21,000.
Yep, because the government is now going back and looking at all the people who owe taxes or owe for whatever, and they're hitting everybody with it because they can't afford anything right now. And you would think if you can't afford things, why are you still giving money away? Why aren't you giving it back to the people who pay the taxes, but they don't?
I owe money in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a payment plan to pay my taxes back. I had a conversation with one of like the people that I set up my payment plan with, a few months ago,
mm-hmm.
when I set up the payment plan, because the government nailed me in taxes and couldn't pay it like right away. So when I asked and I said, like, why is it this year? Is it because of COVID that they're literally like on the bone about getting all the money? And his exact words were, no, we were told by the federal government that if we don't collect money in the next, what was it, year and a bit?
Yeah.
That it's going to have to get shoved onto the budget and the election and everything like that. And it's all to do about election. They won't be able to afford to have like a full campaign and everything like that. So us taxpayers have to eat it.
Yeah. She also said that they initially said she qualified and then changed their mind.
Wow.
I feel like that could be a lawsuit if you had the money to be able to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but as working people obviously don't.
Suing the federal government, that's a fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
She'd probably win.
She would probably win because they wouldn't. I don't think they would
suing the federal
give her
government,
the time of day.
Suing the federal government's fun because they normally will pay out instead of getting the bad publicity.
There's a lot of companies that do that, guys. A lot of them.
So,
welcome into anybody who has just come in. We are talking about inflation tonight. Inflation. We're talking about inflation tonight and just how bad it is right now.
Now, if you're here, go share us on your Facebook. Let's see how many provinces, countries, and everything that we can get in here.
Mm-hmm. And if you haven't done so already, go check out our website, trailerparkfires.com. We do have 3 hoodies right now on the website in blue, gray, and black. We go from small to 5XL. And if you order before next Tuesday, which is December 12th, you will be guaranteed to have your hoodie before Christmas.
Yes.
What was the use?
You pretty much took everything out of my mouth. So, is there anybody out there looking for trailers?
Or want to talk about the inflation on trailers? We know you are. We all know you are looking for a trailer. I hope they're looking for hoodies.
No inflation on hoodies. There's no inflation on our hoodies, on ours. None. Um, no, we went and looked 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
and like I almost cried because the cost. Yeah, the tear almost came out of my eye. Almost. I said almost.
We're losers.
uh, like I'm a fifth wheel guy. Always have been. Always will be. A fifth wheel trailer type guy, and we walked into some, and like $143,000.
Mm.
We walked into one, and like it was a brand new one, brand new on the lot. Really didn't have like there was no like ooh gotta get it,
Mm-hmm.
got to F and get it, and then like we went on their website what shortly after, and they have two on their lot that are $200,000, 211, 213.
Mm-hmm.
And their original, they have them on sale. They were originally $300,000 trailers. Like, it better be made of gold if it's 300,000.
See, I personally think they just bump up prices all the time like that, though. Like,
Oh.
they put one price and then they go, oh, but say it was $300 MSRP, but we're or $300,000 MSRP. We're gonna sell it to you though for say 159, but then we're also gonna do a little markdown of like 20 grand. Meanwhile, they probably got it for way less.
Oh, we all know they did. We all know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't tell me that the cost of material to build that trailer was 300,000.
No, it's the cost of jobs because nobody wants to work anymore.
I'm gonna say, like the one trailer that we walked into, it was what was it, 30 something thousand, and I'm gonna admit this, 100%. Was the trailer worth $139,000? Not even freaking close. I wouldn't even spend $79,000 on it. We went into another trailer that was 79,000. That's a new starting company,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked like it should have been 100 and something
It's the brand
thousand.
name.
But
it's
it was like
you're gonna go to.
it was literally like, okay, I'm paying 139,000 for effing what?
Holy, that's more than I originally paid for my 1,000 square foot 2-bedroom condo.
I shit you not. I didn't want to really swear, but I shit you
And
not.
that's the whole thing. Like, why are we paying prices that people used to pay for houses are now the prices of RVs? How does that make sense?
Make it make sense to me.
And like people like us who live in Canada, we can't stay in an RV all year round. It's just not doable because we have winter. But like, Jesus.
Like, I know the new joke is girl math and boy math.
That's government math.
Make that math work.
Make the math.
Because like
the math ain't math.
we got in that one trailer. Well, we looked at the trailer that was 300,000. We only looked online, guys. We didn't walk in this thing because I didn't want to. But I would say, all in all, with people working, with like labor thrown in on top of it, yeah, you might have been $100,000, 110, maybe 20. Yes, did they have high end things in there? Yes, I'm not going to take it away. They had granite countertops.
But do I really care?
They had that, what was it? Cherry wood, like finishings and everything.
Fancy stuff.
Like they had fancy stuff. But was it $300,000 worth? No, definitely not. But
you could go somewhere and buy that in a house.
I'd rather buy like a $70,000 trailer, $60,000 trailer and put that stuff in after. Like, build it yourself. Modify your trailer.
Cheaper.
Completely. We should ask Ben, because Ben be able to tell us if it was cheaper or not.
That's true, he would.
But I think we do need to wind it down.
Moral of the story, guys, inflation sucks. And we all feel you guys on it right now.
So next week, we will have another topic. Throw us ideas, guys. Jill, throw us an idea.
Yeah, let us know like what you guys want to talk about, what you guys want us to just sit here and debate about. We got no problem doing that. We're pros at arguing. So...
with each other.
So we're here for that, you know?
So, from
Trailer Park Fire,
Cass and Brad. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Bye, Newfoundland and Labrador.